The Geode Beach, a week into her residency, Alex found herself venturing beyond the confines of her studio and the bustling streets of Sunburst Shores. Sophia had suggested she explore the district's famous Geode Beach, insisting it was a source of inspiration for countless artists before her. The morning sun was already warm on her skin as Alex made her way down to the shoreline. She carried a small backpack filled with her sketchbook, pencils, and a few snacks. As she approached the beach, she gasped in awe. The sand glittered with thousands of tiny broken geodes, their crystalline interiors catching the sunlight and scattering rainbow reflections across the beach. It was as if the entire shoreline was studded with miniature galaxies. Alex knelt down, picking up a particularly striking geode fragment. Its rough exterior gave way to a dazzling purple crystal interior. She turned it over in her hand, marveling at how something so ordinary on the outside could contain such hidden beauty. "Beautiful, isn't it?" a voice said, startling Alex from her reverie. She looked up to see an older man with weathered skin and kind eyes. He was wearing a wide-brimmed hat and carried a metal detector. "I'm Carlos," he said with a warm smile. "I've been combing this beach for treasures for over 40 years. "Alex," she replied, standing to shake his hand. "I'm new here. I had no idea this place existed." Carlos chuckled. "Ah, Geode Beach is one of Sunburst Shores' best-kept secrets. Well, semi-secret. The tourists come for the art galleries and the nightlife. But us locals, we know where the real magic is." As they walked along the shoreline, Carlos shared stories of the beach's history. He told her about the geologists who first discovered the unusual concentration of geodes in the area, and how local artists began incorporating the stones into their work, giving birth to the geode expressionism movement. "You know," Carlos said, pausing to pick up a particularly large geode, "these stones are a lot like people. Some are rough on the outside, but full of wonder within. Others might look plain, but have the most intricate patterns inside. You never know what you'll find until you take the time to look deeper." His words resonated with Alex. Wasn't that exactly what she was doing here in Sunburst Shores, breaking open her own exterior to rediscover the creativity hidden within? Inspired, Alex settled down on a quiet spot of the beach. She opened her sketchbook and began to draw. At first, she focused on capturing the glittering landscape before her. But as she continued, her drawings became more abstract, incorporating the patterns and textures of the geodes into swirling, dreamlike compositions. Hours passed, and Alex lost herself in her art. The sound of the waves, the warmth of the sun, and the inspiration of the geodes all blended together into a perfect creative moment. As the sun began to set, casting a warm glow over the beach, Alex packed up her supplies. Her sketchbook was filled with new ideas and experiments. But more than that, she felt a shift in her perspective. The geodes had taught her a valuable lesson about looking beyond the surface, both in art and in life. Walking back to Prisma Tower, Alex's mind was buzzing with possibilities. She couldn't wait to translate her sketches into paintings, to experiment with incorporating actual geode fragments into her work. That night, as she stood before her easel, Alex felt a new confidence. She mixed her paints, trying to capture the iridescent quality of the geodes. As she worked, she realized that Sunburst Shores was slowly but surely cracking open her own exterior, revealing the artist that had been hidden inside all along. With each brushstroke, Alex felt herself moving further away from the corporate world she'd left behind, and deeper into the artistic community of Sunburst Shores. She was no longer just an observer, but a participant in the creative energy of this unique place. As she finally stepped back from her canvas, exhausted but exhilarated, Alex knew that her journey was far from over. But for the first time in years, she was excited to see where the path would lead.